all have been there thinking we found love, only to realize it wasn't what we thought, or maybe we believed something that turned out to be a lie. But what if I told you that there are three things, just three things that shapes our relationship more than anything else? These three things can build or break relationship. Some mistake it to the other. Some are trapped in the circle of deception, and some didn't even realize what is happening. And today, we are breaking them down. What are the 3l's? The 3l's are love, lust, and lies. In today's section, we are going to be talking about what love really is and how do you know if it is lust or love, and also how oftentimes we do fall for lies in the name of love. As we go ahead defining what love really means, I like to remind you and importantly note that God is love. So we are going to be looking at love from God's standards, God's point of view, and God's standard is from his word. So we are going to be looking at his word together from 1 Corinthians chapter 13 from verse 4 downwards. So I'll be reading from NIV translation. It says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hope, always persevere. Wow, wow, wow. This verse contrasts real love with the distorted version we often see today. 1 John 4 verse 8 says, whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Interesting. True love is rooted in God. So it is not about the emotion. Love is not about emotion or attraction. So love is not just a feeling, it is a choice. So as we read earlier from 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4 to 7, we can see that God is telling us here that as we express love, we have to, these are the qualities that shows that we really love one another, either as friends or in courtship, partnership, or wherever we find ourselves. We are to express love in a certain way as God has given us his own standards. You will agree with me that God's standard for love is sacrificial, is unconditional. So this kind of love will teach us to be patient, to be kind, to be loving, not envious, not jealous. You don't keep record of any wrong. You don't tell lies. You are not boastful. Those are those things, the attribute of God's love. And he expects us to be like him because we are created in his image. In his image, he created them, male and female. So we are created in God's image. So we have to exemplify his kind of love. God's kind of love is peaceful, while the worldly kind of love is full of chaos. And when we talk about the worldly kind of love, it's not actually love, it is lust. So let's dive into what lust is all about. What is lust? Lust is an intense and uncontrolled desire, usually for something physical or sensual. It often refers to strong sexual cravings, but can also apply to excessive desires for power, money, or material things. Lust is uncontrollable and can be dangerous. You see, the devil is the father of this deception called lust. The devil from the beginning lust after power. He had this excessive cravings for power, and that led him to his own destruction. So anyone following through lust will also end in destruction. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 3 to 5 in NIV says that it is God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control your own body in a way that is holy and honorable, not in passionate lust like the pagans who do not know God. It is God's will that you should be sanctified. As an individual, we are meant to learn to control our own body in a way that is holy and honorable. You see, the worldly pattern for love is lust. So it does not delight in holiness, it's not honorable. Lust, the worldly lust is full of every kind of sin. Fornication, adultery, lesbianism, gayism, every kind of sexual immorality. It delights in every kind of sin. Lust, because of the strong desire that come, the strong cravings. If you want to see the end of this thing before you stop. So that is what lust is all about. It is uncontrollable. That is why God is telling us in his book that we should learn to control our body. When you put our body into subjection, we are showing love. That is where love is. So the opposite of love is lust. Inability to control your own body is lust. Lust is conditional. It's often based on what one gains in a particular relationship. For instance, one can tell you, I love you as long as you make me happy. Lust is self-centered. It focuses on personal satisfaction rather than the well-being of the other person. Then lust is temporal. It easily fades away, especially when challenges arises or when there is change of feeling. It is temporal. Lust is transactional. You exchange it for mutual feeling, maybe love in exchange of money, lust in exchange of position and all of that. So lust is transactional. Lust is emotionally driven, that it is operate based on feelings rather than deep commitment or principles. Lust is easily influenced by the society through trends, social media, and cultural expectations. It is also possessive and controlling, usually fueled by jealousy and manipulation. Above all, it lacks true sacrifice, usually unwilling to endure struggles, especially for the sake of love. So this is why godly love, which is selfless, patient and enduring, is the true standard which we should strive for. Moving forward to the third L, which is lies. Lies is originated from deception, and this should not be entertained in any kind of relationship. Family, partnership, courtship, any kind of relationship, lies should not be entertained. Quickly, let's look at the Bible and see what God says about lies. From the book of John chapter 8 verse 44, it says, you belong to your father the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desire. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. Proverbs 12 verse 22 says, the Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. So it is important to note that honesty is the foundation of any real relationship. Without it, love is weak, trust is fragile, and everything else eventually crumbles. Let me ask you, would you rather hear the truth that hurts or lie that comforts? Think about it. When you know someone who is honest with you, you don't have to second guess their words or actions. Love without trust is like a house built on the sand. It won't last. Lies create confusion and insecurity, while honesty builds strong foundation. Imagine you being in a relationship where you constantly wonder if your partner is telling the truth. That is not love, that is stress. If God values honesty, why should we settle for anything less in our relationship? Honesty does not just protect a relationship, but it deepens it. So ask yourself if you are being truthful in your relationship, or you are allowing small lies to create cracks in your foundation. A lot of people confuse lust for love because both can come with passion, attraction, and desire. But lust is short term and self-centered, while love is long term and selfless. Many things, if chemistry is involved in relationship, it must be love. No, it is lie. It is lie. Lies help to sustain lustful relationship, and people tend to deceive themselves, ignore red flags, and manipulate others to keep a relationship going. Many stay in toxic relationship because they fear being alone. So real love requires trust. Real love requires commitment. Real love requires emotional depth. Lies and lust erode trust, making genuine love impossible. Sometimes we realize that we were only needed for what we could offer, either physically, emotionally, or financially, not for what we truly are. 1 Corinthians 13:6 says, lust does not delight in evil, but rejoiceth with the truth. So I like you to break free by choosing love over lust and lies, recognizing when something is real versus when it's just a temporary feeling. You have to be honest about your intention and expectation in a relationship. You need to understand that love requires patience, truth, and emotional investment. Lust fade, lies destroy. Love, I mean real love, endures. So are you chasing love, or you are falling for illusions? Ask yourself. Thanks for watching this video thus far. God bless you. For as many who have subscribed to my channel, I say thank you for your support. Thank you for liking my video and for subscribing. And if you are here for the first time, watching for the first time, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like, and also give your thoughts in the comment section. We'll be glad to receive your comment. God bless you, and see you in the next video.